whatever. Hey, what happened to your finger? You got a big bandage there on your hand.
It's still bleeding. I think, as you know, I was the first licensed vagina whisperer in California.
Come over here.
And
away from the noise of the door.
Yeah, I was California's first licensed vagina whisperer.
Uh-huh.
And tonight I was trying to help a young 18-year-old girl who apparently it's her birthday tomorrow, and I was wondering whether it was a full moon tonight, but it has to do with a subject called vagina dentata, or the toothed vagina, which is very rare, especially in San Diego. But
cunt teeth, pussy teeth?
Well, the toothed vagina, I think it's some of the stars, Pat Benatar, you know, she had it.
Bucky Benatar, what is that? Her little sister?
I called her. No,
sister?
Pat Benatar. I called her Pat. You know, I'm Bucky. But I mean, certain people have it. Don't print that, by the way. God. But,
well, this is all on the record, by the way. We're shooting video interview here of Jose Sinatra, and it's going to be for YouTube and for the internet, for Reviewer magazine, yeah. And I almost forgot the name of my own business.
Reviewer.
I've been doing this so long, I think it should be like second nature to me. Since 1996, righting wrong since 1996.
God. So you've been there all along.
I have. I was there at the very beginning, and you know, in pre-digital, pre-computers, pre-everything, pre-Stone Age. But I remember, I think we put you in the very first issue, really? in an ad for the bookstore in La Jolla on Girard, D.G. Will's bookstore.
Right.
You were up there doing some sort of a song,
yeah,
and it was just some crazy guy in what looked like a big blonde wig, and you know.
That was my Elton John phase. Yeah, that was one of the things that we did. We did several things at D.G. Will's over the years, and that one was, I think it was a benefit for the chicks of La Jolla.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a music thing with Troy Dante and Inferno and Jose Sinatra.
Making sure the debutantes of La Jolla do not go without certain things.
I mean, really, even the rich bitches there, I mean, the rich young girls there, they
right.
understand that what they need in their life,
uh-huh.
more than music, more than money, is a very, very good amateur gynecologist.
Well, that's the name of your new band, isn't it? The Jose Sinatra's Love Muscle, or did that never
the Love Muscle?
Get up off the
Love Muscle still
bed frame.
It's still flowering. Right now, I'm going to be doing a one-man show called The Passion of Jose Sinatra.
Oh, really?
That's the 24th of September at Java Joe's.
Okay.
And the last time I did this was 4 years ago, closing out the Adams Avenue Street Fair. And it's a one-man show, meaning that, it's one man.
One man and several female accomplices taken from the crowd?
No, I've got a video, there's a video accompaniment. So it's, for example, my late father, on his appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show in the early 60s, I have that where he's singing You've Lost That Loving Feeling.
That's Frank Sinatra.
No. Iglesias Sinatra.
Oh, okay, his brother.
Well, no, he's my father. And he was on the Ed Sullivan Show, and so he sings this. And he dedicated it to me as a little child, and so I do a duo with him on that. And then there's some scenes. I show some scenes of movies that I've been in over the years. I did a very small part in Ben-Hur in '59 as a kid, but and then there are also videos of the band, the Troy Dante Inferno. So
right, that's how I first became acquainted with your persona. Other than the usage of those graphics that were bootleg for the trade ad for D.G. Will's. How did you now? Certain members of the Jose Sinatra, the Troy Dante Inferno, aren't they employees of certain bookstores around town?
Oh, Troy Dante was the manager of Warren Brock's, which closed recently.
It did. It closed.
Yeah.
Didn't they have a fire?
That was a few years ago.
It was a couple of years ago. I think it wasn't that long ago, wasn't it?
A couple of years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, yeah.
And then after he collected the insurance money from that, he didn't like.
No, I don't know about that, but no, the Warren Brock's actually closed.
They closed.
4 weeks ago.
No kidding.
No kidding.
Wow.
It's horrible.
Does he still own the it's like a 3-story building in downtown San Diego on Broadway? That's like prime real estate, and he owned that.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. I thought he did.
No, he didn't own it. No.
Oh, well, he was always telling people, well, if you can have a bookstore in San Diego, you got to own the building. Or maybe that's because to his chagrin, he didn't own it. I don't know.
No, Troy Dante managed it. Chuck Valverde owned it, And Chuck Valverde passed away earlier this year.
Oh, Chuck Valverde was the one I was speaking
Yeah,
of. That's right.
he's owned it since 64, 65.
But wouldn't he be in there sitting down behind the counter
Oh,
often?
absolutely.
Yeah, that's who I was talking about.
One of the greatest men ever.
When I say he, I was talking about the owner of Warren Brock's, the guy.
Yeah,
who was
one of the greatest men ever born of woman, and that's Chuck Valverde. And Troy
he
Dante
passed
as
away,
well.
huh?
Yeah, he's
Sure. When did he pass away?
March, I think. March or April this year.
This year, wow. What was it of something related to the liver?
No.
No, okay. Well, anyways, so yeah, there's the OB pause here, kids, for the passing air freight.
Yeah, it's one of my 2:30 appointments. Yeah, tonight.
Taking off, going back to Paris on her.
She's gonna check in with me before she leaves tomorrow morning.
Stewardess job. So you've got the whole shtick where you've got the karaoke crowd here. Do you enjoy live music more in that incarnation, or do you like being in a band? Do you like the rabble, being up there, the democracy of an open mic night, of a karaoke night? Or do you like the structure of a band where you're the band leader and things go your way all the time? Or do they still go your way? I don't know.
They've always gone my way, but the thing is that this Obioki is very structured in that it's the most honest karaoke experience, I think, in San Diego. That means that I host it, but you can't slip me $5 and get bumped up in line.
It has to be 10 or 20?
No, you can't do anything because
you'd do it for $100, wouldn't you?
Absolutely not.
Come on.
Nope. In fact, I did it one time and I felt guilty about it. But here, you go on in the order that you submit your song. In other words, the earlier you're here, the better chance you're going to have of singing 2 or 3 times that evening. And no matter what people say, I don't favor anyone, and someone's always got to lose at the end of the night. And when we get down.
What do you mean? Why do they lose? Who loses?
Well, someone's going to lose.
Someone's last up and they signed up late and they're not going to get on. Okay.
No, we usually end up with 20 people still in line when I have to make the announcement that I've been told by the management that there's only time for 2 more songs before my benediction, and so the next 2 people who are on the list, if they're here, they get up and sing. Now the next person is going to be really pissed off. But see, we try. I mean, how?
Well, people feel strongly about it. It's kind of like a religious experience getting up there, and
anywhere
anywhere
my feet trod becomes a religious experience. Oh, and women will tell you where my hands. Well, we'll talk about that later. But it's just a very relaxing atmosphere here. It's got the best sound system of any karaoke in San Diego. That's without question.
Okay.
This is a $500,000 sound system that was installed just about 3 years.
$500,000?
$500,000.
$500,000 for a sound system.
Yes, it was installed.
Really?
I think 3 years ago. This month. I believe it was 3 years ago. And so you're never going to have a better sound system, and you've got an actual elevated stage, and it's a great place to sing with karaoke backups.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's an old music haunt in Ocean Beach here in San Diego. It's been here since the early '80s when Bill Winston's bought it. Do you ever feel the spirit of old Bill Winston? Well, he wasn't that old. He was like younger than me, I think. He was like 45 when he died, wasn't he?
He was a youngster.
I'm 45.
He was a relatively youngster. And
out of jail for a week, did some heroin, and just died.
No, I don't think it was heroin, was it?
Yes, he died of heroin. It was heroin.
I didn't know
he was in jail for about a week, and he did heroin and died. Bang. But anyways, yeah, I mean, he was like a huge aircraft buyer and spent a lot of time in Thailand. Bought this place with the money, and he really did a lot for San Diego's music scene. As are you now, Jose.
Well, as the new owner, Scott Slaga.
Okay.
I mean, it's a great place. The sound system's always being tweaked, and and so I've been doing this. I've been hosting Obioki night on Sunday nights, I think, for about 6.5 years.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, because we didn't
time flies. It was just like yesterday. It seemed like
didn't have karaoke down here before in Ocean Beach, and so Jesse Egan, the manager here, he came up with the idea. Hey, let's try it here. But actually, he tried it at the 721. What's now the 721 Club first.
Where's that? Is that Pacific Beach?
That's at the very end of
Garnett.
Garnett.
Okay. Yeah.
And so he tried it out there. And
well,
it worked.
Why do you think it? Oh, it did work. Okay.
Oh yeah, it did. And he just thought it would be better to have it here at Winston's because there was nothing in terms of karaoke down here in Ocean Beach, and so he tried it out here.
Well, there used to be Java Joe's right about a half a block away on the other corner where Jewel was discovered back in the mid-1990s.
Actually,
and that was a sign-up thing.
Well, Jewel was discovered
Jewel
at
Kilcher, woohoo!
his first place, which was